morning, world. Welcome to World Watch, your daily source for the latest news, breaking stories, and in-depth analysis from across the globe. Breaking news: imagine a world where diagnosing cancer is faster, easier, and far less painful. Well, thanks to the scientists at the University of Leeds, that future may be closer than we think. Researchers have developed a tiny magnet-controlled robot that can travel inside the human body. How interesting! Capturing high-resolution 3D images of the digestive system. This could lead to earlier cancer detection, giving patients a better chance at successful treatment. Saying this, we'll have a small interview with our specialist, Jose, the scientist in charge of the creation of this mini robot. The first question is, can you explain how this mini robot works and what makes it unique? Second, what safety measures have been implemented to ensure that the robot does not harm the patient? And finally, what are the next steps for testing and implementing this robot in real medical settings?
Hi, I'm Jose Eduardo, the specialist, and I'm gonna answer your questions, Elisa. Well, for the first question, that is how this tiny robot works and what makes it unique. Well, this tiny little robot enters to your body across in the gastrointestinal tracts and use the magnetic fields that is on the robot to move across your body, and also it's very comfortable. You won't even notice that it's in your body, so it's really cool that thanks to our technology and designs we are possible to achieve this, so it's very nice. But how does it work? It captures high-resolution 3D images using a high-frequency ultrasound scanner, making the search of cancer more earlier and less invasive to the patients that use this robot. But maybe you're asking, less invasive, so it is more secure? Well, that leads me to your another question, Elisa. That is, what safety measures have been implemented to ensure the robot does not harm the patient? Well, this tiny robot is controlled by experts to avoid the damage of tissues and organs in your body. But this robot is very secure because it doesn't have a power source. So there's no damage and there's no possibility of doing damage to your organs by the heat of the battery because it doesn't have that's cool, right? There is no risk of overheating or electronic malfunctions inside the body. Researchers are also conducting extensive clinical tests to ensure patient safety. And well, the third question is, what are the next steps for testing and implementing this robot in real medical settings? Well, right now, that is the answer. The long answer is researchers are conducting further clinical trials to assess the robot effectiveness in different patient populations, and also our researchers are trying to make this robot more cheaper than ever because cancer is a huge problem in the whole world. So our mission is bring this robot to the clinics and also making cheaper so everyone can have this robot with a couple of money. So this robot is very expensive, yeah, but we're trying to optimize the production of these robots and making more cheaper without losing quality of our robots. Well, that's gonna be all for me, and thank you for much for the invitation, and that's it. Thank you for your time. Monica, we're going with you.
Good morning. Today we'll bring you an inspiring yet complex story about wildlife conservation in Mexico. Over the past 15 years, efforts to bring back animals from extinction have shown both remarkable success and unexpected changes. In 2010, conservationists achieved an incredible milestone, successfully bringing back nearly 100 species from extinction. It was a year of hope, proving that dedication, recovery programs, habitat restoration, and protective legislation can make a real impact. However, by 2015, the numbers took a dramatic drop, with far fewer species making a comeback. Fortunately, by 2020, renewed efforts and strategic innovations helped the numbers rise again, demonstrating that with the right resources and commitment, species recovery is possible. But as we look ahead to 2025, the trend seems to dip once more, raising questions about their long-term sustainability and of efforts. Are we doing enough to protect these animals once they are introduced into the wild? We will dive into the details next.
Aren't these great news? Species like the giant panda, bald eagle, and gray wolf have experienced population increases due to a combination of habitat protection, strict anti-poaching laws, and successful breeding programs. These measures have played a crucial role in ensuring their survival. Protected areas such as national parks, wildlife reserves, and marine sanctuaries provide safe environments where animals can live and reproduce without the constant threats of human interference. Also, DNA tracking, artificial reproduction techniques, and large-scale habitat restoration have significantly improved the effectiveness of modern conservation strategies. Climate change, habitat destruction, and illegal wildlife trade continue to pose serious threats to countless species around the world. Without sustained and increased conservation efforts, many animals could still face the risk of extinction. While these challenges are daunting, ongoing scientific research and policy changes offer hope. Conservationists remain optimistic that we will see even more progress in the coming years, ensuring a brighter future for wildlife. Let's go back with Elisa.
Thanks for watching.
These are all of today's news, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye!